Hello everyone, this is Anil Khwaja, Registered Migration Agent and co-founder ThinkAct Consultants and pdclasses.com with a special live today regarding the most shocking news we have got from the Department of Home Affairs. They are trying to push back the visitor visas to student visa conversions, and even those who are still on a 485 visa, they cannot apply a student visa post 1st July 2024. It's a very shocking and a sad news for lots of applicants who are ready to lodge their student visa extension next couple of months. They are all under a very high scrutiny. Now, what needs to be done? What process needs to be done in order to apply for an extension? What are the consequences? How we can approach to the situation? What would be the risk management? All of those we would be discussing in today's live. So let's take a quick break. I want everybody to share as much as you could this live link to your friends and family who are onshore. They're struggling to apply for an extension. Whatever questions they may have it, I'm more than happy to answer. But this live is especially for those who are onshore, they have a visitor visa, or they're on a 485 or 476 visa. Now 476 visa or 485 graduate both comes under the temporary graduate visas apart from the 408. So those who are on a 476 485, they wanted to be very sure that what they are doing in next couple of days will make their life changing decision, cause whether you would be staying in Australia or not. So let's take a quick break. After the break, we'll be discussing about all these stuff.
Hello everyone, here's the grant letter for our valuable client for subclass 491 visa. He got his visa in just 2 months. Yes, you heard it right, in just 2 months. Not only this, but he got some exciting news in consecutive months regarding the pre-invites and visa grants. Prior to delving into the timeline, let me clarify that he held an unusual position of Health and Safety Advisor, earning a total of 80 points. Within a month of lodging the EOI, we received the pre-invite from South Australia, followed by the final invite and visa grant in just 2 months. It is a fantastic accomplishment for Think Higher consultants to obtain offshore visas so quickly and bring joy to our esteemed clients. Contact Think Higher consultants for your further queries.
All right, welcome back, audience. So I want everybody to share this live link to all your friends and family. So DM team, if you can just put onto the comment box this live StreamYard link, so everybody can join us. We are available on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, so you can join us from anywhere. So if you don't want to go with a specific StreamYard link, then you should come to one of our social media platforms, and you would be able to see me live. Now I'll be taking lots of questions who are onshore. So I'm again asking our audience, those who are onshore, either in Australia or they already have the visas and they wanted to know what would be the next fortune after this shocking news. I'm more than happy to answer their queries, even though if it's an Australian immigration related question regarding the permanent residency, I'm more than happy to answer. We would be doing another live, a formal live, which we do every month tomorrow. But this one, I came special live for those who are really struggling to get an answer that what needs to be done now if they're on a visitor visas or on 485 or 476. So let's talk how the immigration has, how the immigration is now approaching towards these visas. So what they're doing is they have categorically asked that if you're on a visitor visa, then from 1st July 2020 on 2024 onwards, you cannot apply a student visa. So now you have only opportunity to apply for a visitor visa to student visa conversion pre 1st July 2024. Now again, lots of refusals are also coming. Those who are trying to convert the visitor visa to student visa, but you need to be smart enough. So if you're a genuine student, then I would suggest rather than going with diplomas or grad diplomas or maybe certificate 3 or 4s, rather than go with a master's coursework, bachelor's coursework, or master of research, because master of research will lead you to the TR as well. Because say if you're on a visitor visa, most likely would be the the more chunk of the visitor visa holders are from 30 to 35 years old. These are the people who are coming to Australia on visitor visa. So ultimately, once you finish your studies, you might be well above 35. So this is the right chance that you should take it and apply for master of research instead of going with the lower level education, because ultimately if you're above 85 you won't be able to apply for TR. So this is quite straight away that you need to understand that you cannot take risks, because once your visa would be refused, AAT you can apply, but AAT will take a very quick time in order to give you the outcome. So AAT is not the final resolution, but obviously it's one of the temporary solutions. You can go further and then obviously you can apply for federal and so on to buy time, but this is not the right solution. So you need to understand that you should try to apply genuinely to an upgrade course rather than going with a downgrade. Lots of people brainwashing that you can go with an advanced diploma civil construction design or nursing and all. Nursing is good, but again, if you have not done nursing previously, then diploma nursing would be good, but not to advanced diploma of IT or civil construction design if you have already done a bachelor masters in Australia. Rather than your partners would be a better option to go with it. If you are on a 485 and you have a dependent, similar goes with the visitor visas. For instance, visitor visa holder, if both partners have visited Australia, then you need to see which profile is better towards the student visa. So not that if a husband wants to apply, they can straight away apply. It can be the partner and vice versa. So let's take a quick break. After break, we'll discuss about. Sorry, really apologize for that one. So what would be the options? A master of research, you have it, and what are the cheaper options? You have it. A lower fee courses which leads you to the TR 485 as well, and more chances to get the student visa. Let's take a quick break.
Skills assessment, all approved. Hey everyone, are you looking to fast track your skill assessment with Engineers Australia? Well, look no further. With our fast track advanced diploma courses, you can complete your Engineers assessment within just 1 month. So contact us now for more details and take your Engineers Australia skill assessment outcome to achieve your PR dreams.
Hello everyone, this is Anil Khwaja. Lots of visas are being cancelled in last couple of days. I really wanted to warn everyone, each of you, if you're on a visitor visa or student visa, do not breach any visa conditions. Lots of visitor visas are working without having the work rights. Department is cancelling the visas at the airport. I have got lots of now clients calling me from overseas that please help us out. But this time, since the visa has been cancelled, we cannot do anything. Also, similar happens to all the onshore students who are breaching the visa condition, not having the enrollments even for 15 to 20 days. They are being getting visa cancels. Plus, those who are relying on the dodgy agents, make sure your fees are properly submitted to the education providers. Otherwise, if the cancellation of COE happens for the fee or any other purposes, they are also cancelling the visas. Hope it helps and all the best to you. All right, welcome back, audience. So exciting, updates we are discussing. Not a very good news for lots of people, but yet again there are still options to go for. Let's talk about the positives now. So today 189 rounds happen. So lots of invitations happen. Few of the trade occupation went on invitation on 65 points. Whereas IT and other engineering occupations have got invitation on 90-95 points, of which occupations are those who have got the invites. We'll be discussing in tomorrow's live. So stay tuned, make sure that you come live tomorrow as well. Be one of the audiences, so at least we can discuss about the Australian immigration. So let's talk about the recent changes. So again, these changes are the part of the migration plan, as we all know about this one. But then yet again, they are quickly trying to implement as much as they could in order to make sure that the temporary visa migrations would stop, because they are more focusing on work visas, employer sponsorships, permanent residency applications, but they are not very happy with those who are using student visas or temporary visas in order to apply for permanent residency. Now, we were talking before the break about the which master courses you can do, which are reasonable, cheaper in the fee, but they leads to a TR 485, even though if you are 35 years and older. So option is obviously your master research. Now, two of the good leading providers, the private providers, have these options and they're reasonable. One is the Heli, which comes under ECA group. They have master research with I think 9 to 10 or maybe more majors. So you can have nursing, mental health, business, IT, there are heaps. So you can choose any of them in order of a master research that leads you to the TR, plus you would able to work full time as well. And even your partner can work full time. So that is the advantage you'll get it. Now obviously for the master of research, if you're a student, you have to work full time in your nominated occupation, nominated study. But here again, it's a very good opportunity for everyone. So it's all positives as you go with the master of research. Now the second is the master of social work from Stotts College, which is also called as Acknowledge Education. Their master of social work is master of research equivalent. So if you go with that one, then still you would able to have all the perks which we have discussed right now. So I would suggest you would select these two courses if you want a reasonable fee, and then the extension is quite near, because now you obviously need to budget yourself, because 30th June would be the cutoff, and then 30th June is Saturday and Sunday is coming. So most likely you have to lodge a visa application maximum 26 or 27, because you can't just go with the weekends. So I would suggest to look into these matters. If you really want the admission and you want to do visa by yourself, my team is more than happy to assist you in that one. If your friends are stuck, family are stuck, or any of your known who are stuck with the situation, my team is there to help you out. That's why we're doing this special live, in order to help you out. So again, I'm asking, if you want, if you know any of your friends and family who are stuck with the situation, give them this link. They should come to this live and ask me questions as much as you could. It saves lots of money as well. Otherwise, you have to go with a paid appointment with me. So this is the right time to ask all your questions. All right, so let's take again a quick break. I still want people to join us, ask questions. Otherwise, I have series of questions on my phone. We'll be taking that one, and then we'll wrap up this session and we'll come live tomorrow in order to discuss about the Australian immigrations, today's invitation round, what's coming next, and again the work visa opportunities for 482 and 186. So let's talk about this one. So let's take a break and we'll be back after the break.
ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ। ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਸਕਿੱਲ ਅਸੈਸਮੈਂਟ ਫਾਸਟ ਟਰੈਕ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਰਾਉਣ ਲਈ ਸੋਚ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਲਈ ਗੁੱਡ ਨਿਊਜ਼ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਇਆ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਸਕਿੱਲ ਅਸੈਸਮੈਂਟ ਐਡਵਾਂਸ ਡਿਪਲੋਮਾ ਦੀ ਸਟੱਡੀ ਕਰਕੇ ਫਾਸਟ ਟਰੈਕ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਰਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਤੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਪੋਜ਼ਿਟਿਵ ਸਕਿੱਲ ਅਸੈਸਮੈਂਟ 1 ਮੰਥ ਵਿੱਚ ਲੈ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦਿਖਾਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਐਗਜ਼ਾਮਪਲਸ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਸਕਿੱਲ ਅਸੈਸਮੈਂਟ ਪੋਜ਼ਿਟਿਵ ਆਈ ਆ। ਸਾਰੇ ਆਊਟਕਮ ਬਹੁਤ ਈਜ਼ੀਲੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਡਿਲੀਵਰ ਕੀਤੇ ਨੇ। ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਿਸੇ ਵੀ CDR ਜਾਂ CDR ਪ੍ਰੋਸੈਸ ਦੇ ਥਰੂ ਜਾਣ ਦੀ ਕੋਈ ਲੋੜ ਨਹੀਂ ਆ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਿੱਧਾ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਆਓ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਫਾਸਟ ਟਰੈਕ ਸਟੱਡੀ ਕਰੋ ਤੇ ਆਪਣਾ ਪੋਜ਼ਿਟਿਵ ਸਕਿੱਲ ਅਸੈਸਮੈਂਟ ਸਾਡੇ ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਜਾਓ। ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ PR ਦੀ ਜਰਨੀ ਆਸਾਨ ਹੋਏ, ਆਸਟ੍ਰੇਲੀਆ 'ਚ ਰਹਿ ਕੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕੰਟੈਕਟ ਕਰੋ। ਥਿੰਕ ਹਾਇਰ ਕੰਸਲਟੈਂਟਸ ਇਜ਼ देयर ਵਿਦ ਯੂ ਇਨ ਦਿਸ ਜਰਨੀ। ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ।
Can I study on a student-dependent visa?
Hello everyone, this is Anil Khwaja, I'm a registered migration agent and co-founder Think Consultants and PD Classes. A very interesting topic. Lots of student visa dependents wants to study regardless of the main applicants are studying the masters or bachelors or whatever the study they are doing it. The issue is with the student visa dependent visa is that you cannot study more than 3 months. So if you want to study a longer period of course, then you have to apply for a new visa. Lots of people do like that, but again for that you need to meet the GT requirements. You must need to meet all the financial requirements. So my suggestion would be if you really want to study, look for a level 1 college or level 1 university. That way it will help you out getting the visa and you won't be limited to 3 months study. Hope that helps. Alrighty, so welcome back audience. So we were discussing about how to approach to this shocking news regarding no extensions for 485, 476 and visitor visa holders who are in Australia. So we are talking about the master research program you can apply, whereas extension would be easier and there are more chances to get a student visa as well. Now second option is to go with say work visa 482 or 407. If you have an opportunity to apply, you have an employer who can sponsor you, then 482 would be an ideal option, or 186 employer direct stream, or otherwise you can go with the 407. So these are the 3 options you have it. But if you feel like that I have a couple of more months to finish my 1 year experience, because after November you can also apply 482 based on a 1 year experience. So if you need to buy time, then you can definitely lodge a student visa right now, and then as soon as you finish 1 year you straight away go with the 482. That is the right approach also you can go for. Let's take a quick question because one of our audience have asked a question. Let's take that question. The team, if you can put the question. So Shahzeb wants to ask, I have a question about 482. Shahzeb, you can type your question. Meanwhile, we'll take further new questions. So one of my questions I've got on my phone on Instagram, they're asking what would be the strategy if I have got a visa until March 2025. Do I still lodge student visa before 1st July or not? So yes, see, my plan is to apply student visas for everyone who has visa until March 2025. Those who have visas until November, December 2025, they still have options to go with 407 or 482, or they can look for 186 options, as I said. But those are March expiries. I won't suggest that you should miss this one. You should at least lodge the application as early as possible in order to make sure that there is no delay, because after this one you won't get a chance, even though if you have a visa for another 8-9 months remaining after the July, but still chances that you might not get a 482 407 in that 8-9 months. But still, if you won't lodge the application and somehow you don't have any option down the line, and then you're gone, you have to go back. Or otherwise you should lodge a student visa, and then if you have an opportunity to apply 80 down the line to buy sometime, then you can do so. There are other few options where we can go for, but again, I would suggest that student visa would be an ideal option. Let's take Shahzeb's question. Shahzeb is asking, my employer is in Australia, it's a laundry company and they want to sponsor me, but my occupation is not in the list. Can my sponsor apply for company specific labor agreement after SBS and sponsor me for occupation? Do you require skill assessment? Shahzeb, getting a labor agreement is it's very, very difficult, nearly impossible for those if it's a small business. If your own Australian employer has a big scale business and they wanted to sponsor a lot of people, then labor agreement would be an ideal option. But again, getting a labor agreement is a big toll. But say if your sponsor can get a labor agreement, then getting a 482 would not be an issue. Then based on your qualification and experience, you can explore a few more occupation under the DAMA list, because obviously based on the DAMA you can then pick out lots of other occupations which are not DAMA but under the labor agreement. You can pick out lots of occupations which are not in the ENSCO list. So yes, that is one option, but again getting a labor agreement would be difficult. Let's take a quick break. After the break we'll take more questions from our audiences and then we'll wrap up the session. Thank you.
Should I downgrade my course to diploma for a better PR option?
Very interesting topic today. It's regarding those who have come on masters, whether they can downgrade for a PR pathway or not. Since September 2023, it's nearly impossible because if you go downgrade, then you have to apply for a new visa, and lots of onshore visas are refusing. But again, there is always an option. The only thing you need to finish 6 months of a principal course, that would be a master's program, and after that you can apply to any college to get an offer letter because your release would not be required, and then you can apply for a COE based on getting a cancellation or a request of release, and then apply for a student visa. But again, it's normally a very high risk thing, so I would not personally recommend to do so. Hope that helps. All right, welcome back, audience. So we have a couple of more questions lining up. So our favorite, what do you call, one of our top, a fan, or what you call the audience or the follower who comes to every live, Mr. Junaid Mohammed Junaid Khan Gauri. So he's asking a question. Thank you, Junaid, for coming, for again joining us in this live. He's asking how you're doing. Well, yeah, alhamdulillah, everything is fine. My GFU of the visa application was submitted on Monday. Not yet, Junaid, but as far as my experience is concerned, now the migration quota has already finished for this year. So even though if you do the GFU, inshallah, if they have some sort of a quota left, then most likely you might get a visa. But I personally believe that now it's gonna be post 1st July, because we were hoping that you'll get the visa earlier, but they haven't granted you. So now most likely there would be a chances that you get post July anytime soon. So let's hear from them first, and if anything comes up, we'll let you know. So I'll let the team know to double check and keep an eye on that one. So the Jobaid Rahman asking, I'm on 408, is it possible to apply student visa now? Yes, it is possible, because 408 visa holders can apply anytime. So they have not got any sort of the restrictions as of now based on the new media release came in. So 408 visa holders are all good, but you can definitely apply pre-July as well. And then obviously we can look to your profile, and if you want to go with, if you're asking to lodge a graduate diploma early childhood, yes, you can. So you can club two courses together, get a graduate diploma early childhood along with the graduate diploma management, and then apply for 2 years visa. And it's a good course to go for the PR as well. So yes, I would definitely recommend to lodge it earlier. And if you need any help, please feel free to contact my team. Email us at education@thinkhigher.com.au, or my team will put the details. Here it goes, the details. So Melbourne office details are here, Pakistan office details are here, offshore office, and then obviously you can email us at education@thinkhigher.com.au for reasonable options for graduate diploma for early childhood. All right, so let's wrap up this session now. I hope that you have got enough information to how to approach to the new changes, the major changes we have department recently announced, and we have also break that one to our audiences. If you have any questions, feel free to put on the comment box. I'm more than happy. I'm coming live tomorrow as well. That would be our prime time. So we would be discussing about all the immigration news, how to approach to the existing visa applications, how to go about the EOIs and the exciting 189 invitations came today, what points they came in, and what indication this new point testing or these 189 invitation is given to us, and most importantly the proposed point testing by the Grattan Institute. Because if you have seen the latest news for the 476, 485 and visitor visa holders, that was also proposed by the Grattan Institute. They have a very high regards in terms of giving the proposals, and they are, department is taking their advices. So I would run through all the proposed point testing, which is quite exciting. But there are good news coming for Australian immigration, especially with the permanent residency visa holders. So let's talk about this one tomorrow. If you have any questions, feel free to put in the comment box. My team will happy and eager to assist you in all your matters. Have a good day. Allah Hafiz.